I put this video together in light of the mind of Christ in me, something that Sherry had used. When she first used that on this video, made a comment in the commentary, that shows how we can get off in our own carnal mind and not do what you're trying to share with others. Ask Christ in you. She was using this word. She said that Paul Woodward, amen, this episode through that MOCIM has dealt with me on this issue many times. I've been guilty rebuking in my place, and then was lovingly chastened by a father. Well, here, Sherry, I got chastened the other day by that. I'm seeing your use of that term there, MOCIM, and I says, what did she mean by that? Well, you see me down there a little later on. I mentioned that. I think I did in a reply, yeah. I mentioned to it. And as I'm typing it in there, come on up here. I said to you, Sherry, you used the word MOCIM. I had never heard this word before, but I had. Shares meeting, thanks. So I edited it, and I put back that I just got told. I was told by my father through the mind of Christ in me. If I'd asked them first, I wouldn't have done what I'm about to show you. Was just told, and I'm laughing, the mind of Christ in me. That's what she meant by that. MOCIM. Paul, that's his call name. The other Paul. He used this one time in his expression to me. I think it was he that said, instead of typing out the mind of Christ in me, just put down there like they do in these text messages, like using LOL, laugh out loud, and all this different abbreviations saves a lot of typing. So if you're referring to the mind of Christ in you, you type in MOCIM. Saves typing out the whole phrase, the mind of Christ in me. So here's what I did. I want to show you now. That's what people say, well, how come you don't practice what you teach? You learn. We learn obedience by the things that will suffer. If I'd asked Christ at that moment, I read that comment by Sherry up there, he would have told me. But no, here's what I did. Let me pause this. This word MOCIM. Now I want to give you an example how we can all fall short. God says to ask, seek, and knock, and to wait on Him, and He would, to the mind of Christ in you, tell you stuff. Well, Sherry had used the word, or this abbreviation, MOCIM, and I'm seeing her using it. I wonder what she mean by that. So, rather than asking the Lord, see if I'd asked the Lord, you'll see this in a minute. I sat there and went to the web and I typed that word in. Here's what I got. Now all this is in different people's language, all kind of crazy sites. So I knew something was wrong with there. That didn't make no sense. So I didn't go with that. So I went back, got rid of that, and went back to that word, MOCIM, and I typed in there. Meaning to the word. So I put that in and I come up with this. Oh, that's something crazy there that it doesn't lead nowhere. So I went to the free dictionary. Now I typed in the word in the dictionary. MOCIM. Well, she's definition is not found. And that's when the Lord said to me, why didn't you ask me? Why are you going through the search? You're teaching about the mind of Christ and learning to hear the mind of Christ in you. Ask me. So I said, Lord, what does Sherry mean by MOCIM? MOCIM. MOCIM? C-I-M? MOCIM. Then he told me. Well, needless to say, the Lord told me she had met the mind of Christ in me. Mind of Christ in me. M-O-C-I-M. MOCIM. So I typed it up on YouTube. You know how many how many YouTube videos there are about this mind of Christ? There's 12,200,000 results. So you could go start looking at all these websites about the mind of Christ, the mind of Christ, the mind of Christ. You'll get all kind of opinions and ideas. Or you can do what I should have done, what I'm trying to share with you. Look to the mind of Christ in you. He will tell you anything that might come good out of this, and if you did come across those that are New Age and all that would twist this whole idea about the mind of Christ, you would know the difference. So go to Him. Go to the mind of Christ first.